Imagine arriving in Lisbon, ready for adventure. But the streets are packed with people. The sun is incredibly hot, making sightseeing a challenge. Or picture yourself heading to the famous Algarve coast. You find it surprisingly quiet and a bit chilly. Many of the charming shops and bustling restaurants are closed for the season. Choosing the wrong time to visit Portugal can really change your travel experience. It might mean facing much higher prices for flights and hotels. It could also mean missing out on the very sights and experiences you dreamed of. This guide is here to help you avoid these potential disappointments. We want to ensure your Portuguese adventure is everything you hope for and more. Understanding your own priorities and what you want most from your holiday is always the very first step. This guide will show you how different seasons in Portugal align with these various desires and needs. By the time you finish reading, you should have a much clearer idea of when Portugal is calling your name. Get ready to plan an amazing and unforgettable journey to this beautiful and diverse land. Portugal's high season or peak season usually runs from June through August. This is the time of year when the sun shines its brightest and longest. The days are wonderfully long and consistently warm. Temperatures across the country are perfect for activities like swimming, sunbathing, and enjoying outdoor dining. Many people, especially families with school holidays, think of this as the classic holiday time. The biggest advantage of visiting during high season is the weather. It is consistently sunny and often very hot, especially in the southern regions like the Algarve. However, there are some significant disadvantages to consider. The main drawback of traveling during high season is the presence of large crowds. Prices for flights and all types of accommodation are at their highest point of the year. The low season in Portugal generally covers the months from November through February. During these late autumn and winter months, the weather across the country is noticeably cooler. Despite the cooler weather, visiting during the low season has some significant advantages. The most noticeable benefit is the dramatic reduction in the number of tourists. Prices for flights and various types of accommodation can drop considerably during this period. Of course, there are also disadvantages to traveling in the low season. The weather can be quite unpredictable, so it is wise to be prepared for rain and chilly temperatures. Some businesses that are heavily reliant on tourism may have reduced opening hours. The shoulder seasons in Portugal are truly a special time to visit. These periods refer to the months of March, April and May in the springtime. They also include September and October in the autumn. One of the primary advantages of visiting during the shoulder seasons is the delightful weather. In spring and autumn it is generally warm and sunny across most of Portugal. However, it is usually not uncomfortably hot like it can be in the peak of summer. Furthermore, there are noticeably fewer tourists compared to the summer peak months. The landscapes are also particularly beautiful during these times. Beyond the scenery, prices for flights and accommodation are typically more reasonable than in the summer. The shoulder seasons truly hit the sweet spot for a vast majority of travelers planning a trip to Portugal. Lisbon, the vibrant capital, and the beautiful Algarve region in the south generally enjoy a wonderful Mediterranean climate. This means they are blessed with mild, relatively wet winters and hot, gloriously sunny summers. Lisbon is a fantastic city to visit almost any time of the year. Even in the heart of winter, days can be bright and sunny, although evenings will certainly be cool. The Algarve is world famous for its stunning beaches and dramatic coastline. It proudly boasts over 300 days of sunshine each year, making it a sun-seeker's paradise. Porto, Portugal's charming second city, and the broader northern Portugal region have a somewhat different weather story. They typically experience cooler average temperatures and significantly more rainfall compared to the south. The interior regions of Portugal, such as the vast Alentejo and the Beira regions, have a more continental climate. Portugal's calendar is joyfully full of vibrant festivals and cultural events throughout the year. Your travel budget will undoubtedly play a significant role in helping you choose when to visit Portugal. During the high season, which typically spans from June to August, you should expect to pay top prices for almost everything. Conversely, in the low season from November to February, excluding Christmas and New Year, you will find significant savings across the board. For the majority of travelers looking for an all-around great experience, the shoulder seasons are highly recommended. Spring, particularly the months of April and May, and early autumn, covering September and October, often offer the best possible combination of factors. The weather during these periods is generally warm, sunny, and very pleasant for being outdoors. The overwhelming crowds of summer have either not yet arrived or have already departed. Prices for international travel and local accommodation are typically more reasonable than in the peak summer months. Ultimately, the best time to visit Portugal truly depends on your personal preferences and priorities. We sincerely hope this detailed guide helps you to plan your amazing and memorable trip to Portugal.